dive into the future, but I'm blinded by the sun. I'm reborn in every moment, so who knows what I'll become. The first gasp of air I took after 6 years of not seeing my mother felt like searching for air while drowning. I remember a 5-year-old boy crying for his mother's stay, to tell him that everything will be okay. My mother traveled to the United States for better educational and job opportunities for one and its family. Though, for 6 years of non-communication, memories started to fade. One rainy night, my father walked into my room to tell me something that would change my life forever in just 5 simple words. He walked towards my concrete bed. As he leaned in and said, "Amadou, we're moving to America," my life forever changed. My mother left on my 5th birthday. I asked her, "Where are you going?" And she said, "To better opportunities." I did not see my mother for another 6 years. She traveled to the United States to pursue her knowledge for nursing. She had one baggage throughout her journey. That baggage foreshadows our dream and opportunities awaiting at a small city in Minnesota. My mother struggled for jobs and transportation throughout her life. Not surprisingly, she found a job, working from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, 7 days a week, 3 jobs a week, just so that her family can take advantage of the educational opportunities afforded to them. As life went on, I was scared that I would become something I was not supposed to become. I see many kids, with kids, having more kids. However, I focused on what was important to me. School has always been my first priority, but the education in Africa compared to the education in America is just pointless. Every day, I would take the same dirty, smelly, narrow road to school, knowing that one day that road will guide me to the right path. As I started middle school, from bullying to religious torture, I saw a new meaning of unwelcomingness. Students mocked me for my skin, my language, even my clothes. They asked me ridiculous questions that made me very uncomfortable. For example, "Is it true that you Africans eat humans?" Questions like these taught me to look up and see the positive of everything. Though the bullying affected me, the religious torture affected me mentally and physically. As I made my way through middle school to high school, my life and education became much more controllable. I maintained a grade point average of 3.7 throughout my whole high school experience. I worked 3 jobs in the summer to provide for myself and my family. I started from a low, unpopular restaurant known as Godfather's Pizza to a multi-billionaire company known as Best Buy, and finally, interning at Data Recognition Corporation and winning the Bill Gates Scholarship. I have grown from a lost boy from West Africa to an educated man in the United States. My mother have taught all of her kids that education is a privilege and that one should take any opportunities available to them. I knew that walking 2 miles to school back in Africa will one day pay off, and then my improvements in education and life have concluded that solution. I dive into the future, but I'm blinded by the sun. I'm reborn in every moment, so who knows what I'll become.